nice and early. My favourite time of day this. Just coming light. In fact, it's come up very quick this morning. Beautiful morning. A little bit of frost. Cracking sunrise. Going to appear very shortly. It's just great to be out. It's just early enough now. Sort of down at Childers. Busy kind of place really on a good day, a weekend. So you get a few walkers out. So it's nice to get. You got to really get out here early. First hour. We're just going to go down the back edge. What we're doing effectively is just helping out the last few days of the Chinese water deer cull. It's an area of rape that's really getting quite well established up at the top end of where we are now. So we're going to go and head to that. A little bit of damage being done in there, so we'll go and see if we can just help out a little bit. What a morning. Got 3 Chinese water deer in here, just round the corner. There's one, we got Chinese water deer just coming down the edge of the crop, just feeding in this way. So there's 3 out there, but I've got no backstop. But I can try and engineer a backstop on this one as it comes down. Just nip up this edge. Try and get up this ditch. There's Chinese water deer just working into the edge of the crop here, but I've got no backstop because there's the road in the background, so I'm going to try and get up above it using the edge of the crop. Okay, one of the sort of issues you've got here is there is undulations in the ground, so it is quite deceiving, but quite often it is tricky to engineer a safe shot. So we've got Chinese water deer on the crop to our left, but we're shooting uphill, so I just discounted them. But there were 2 Chinese water deer working down the hedge here, and I kind of figured they were going to come into this game crop, this old maize crop. So I more or less got into position and just managed to come up sort of behind and above them. So my shot now is safe, it's down into the banking. So there were 2 there, we shot 1 just in the crop on the right hand side. So I'll go pick that up. I'll probably just do a quick rollick in the field, and then I'll continue to the oilseed rape crop, which is the area Paul wanted me to have a look at. So we've got one on the way to where we're going, which is always a bonus. Okay, so we've ideal cull animal actually. This is a young Chinese water deer, female. Probably nice little stalk actually up here. You see which drawing into the edge of the crop, so be able to anticipate where it was going to go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to carry this down, get the gloves on. I'll carry this down and do a suspended gralloch down in the bottom, and it's lovely and cold here this morning, so I can actually leave the deer hanging, cooling off. And then we're going to stalk along into the wind along to an oilseed rape crop just on the right hand side here. So that's a good morning so far. Note to cameraman, while I'm stalking very carefully to shoot a Chinese water deer that's feeding unaware of my presence at the back of this edge 40 metres away, he's busy doing his David Bailey impression. Said Chinese water deer didn't like it and exited stage left. We would have had Chinese water deer number 2. We shall progress. I see red crop now. It's got a bit big actually. So even when Chinese water deer actually stood up feeding, it's too high to see them. The thing with Chinese water deer is if you bump, unlike roe, if you bump a roe, it'll probably run 30-40 metres and stop and have a look back. Chinese water deer, if you bump a Chinese water deer, it jumps up and it keeps going for about 300-400 yards. So sort of stalking through this, even if we lift deer, it's a bit kind of pointless because you're not going to get a shot at them. So we're kind of almost on the boundary here now. So my thoughts now, I think I'm going to just cut back in and then go up one of the hedges back into the wind where the barley's been sown. Maybe just see if we can find anything laid out in the open. Not even picking anything up with the thermal. It's just it's come on too quickly. And there's a gas banger over there and I don't want to be anywhere near that when it goes off. Just what I was saying about Chinese water deer, they've all come in now, they're into the crops, they're lining the hedgerows. There's one just there, it was in here. With a roe that would have bounded away and probably presented a shot, but that's gone 300 yards and it's like, you just probably get the camera on it now, it's 260, 280 yards away. Shot a Chinese water deer just down the side of the crop. And continued actually to have a look, see if we could find another one, which we would have done if my cameraman had not been bouncing around, but anyway, I won't mention that. So I'm actually just going to drive down. I've got the animal transit bot winch system in the back, which actually will not be required for this Chinese water deer. However, the tray, little carrying tray that goes with the winch is great, just to put the deer in to bring it back. Actually luxury driving to pick your deer up. It's not something we do very often, not able to do very often in Scotland.